Greetings, programs. I'm Young Napoleon, and I want to welcome you to episode 6 of my inaugural Let's Play series. We are doing a Texas run through Victoria 2 with no mods and all of the DLC. In the last few episodes, last week's episode, just to get you caught up, we got started on the Texas... Actually, the game starts in the Texas War for Independence there, the Texas Revolution. We got started with that. The Americans did finally come to our aid and finish up the war for us, but not before we lost our entire army to Santa Anna's forces in San Antonio. So that was cool. Let's see what else happened. We went bankrupt. That was fun. And then we signed an alliance with the United States that we should not have done. But we're learning. And we ended last episode with some trouble. Right here in River City, guys, we got some Ottoman Empire troops sieging down Houston, and I cannot build an army. So, yeah, this is going to be really interesting to see how this unfolds. We're going to go ahead and unpause and let them start getting at it while we let them have their way. It's going to be curious to see what happens. I don't think that taking Texas is a war goal of anyone's. The United Kingdom wants to acquire American British Columbia, and the United Kingdom wants to annex Liberia. So far, nobody has a war goal of taking any land in Texas. So that's cool. I still don't know how to read. I know this is one of the things I couldn't figure out last time. I still don't know how to read this chart, how to read this bar graph. It's 6%. Is that they're 6% towards their goal? Is this their little goal right here? This little brown tick mark? I mean, this bar is obviously more than 6% of the... They just lost a battle. So I'm going to guess until I'm told or understand otherwise that you can see some little white tick marks up here at the top. I wonder if that's that's the halfway point, right? Where it's even Steven, nobody's winning or losing. And they're 4% above that tick mark towards their goal, maybe? I don't know. Wow, they've got a military strength of 296 and we have a military strength of 29. I'm contributing nothing. Nice. Where's Liberia? They are an uncivilized nation, and yet they're providing more military than I am. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't think I'm going to lose any of my territory, so even if the war goes poorly, I should still come out of it relatively unscathed. I don't know what it's going to do to my economy once they siege down all of my provinces. So we'll see what happens there. My concern, of course, is that Ottomans are still a great power right now. My concern is, of course, that Mexico is going to take advantage. I see. I could see, I remember last episode, I could see that I had I had a peace treaty going on, or a truce with Mexico that expired, and I can't remember now. I want to say it expired in 1842. So my concern is that Mexico starts a separate war to try and reclaim some territory here in Texas. And if that's the case, we will get to a game over screen pretty quickly, I fear. But best case scenario, what I'm kind of hoping is that this war weakens America enough that when their scripted civil war kicks off, it'll prolong their civil war long enough for me to sneak in here and nab a territory or two from the CSA. That would be ideal. But we'll see if that happens. One of the things I did, I was doing a little more research just to kind of try and figure out what I'm doing wrong here. And I think medicine might have been the wrong way to go. I don't know if I have enough of a population for that to really matter all that much. I think maybe I should have gone ahead and stuck with my gut at the beginning and just gone for the sort of stuff that's going to help out my economy, because I think that's where I need to be. Right, that's a manageable target, I think, a lot more so than getting my population up. I'm getting my immigration attraction going with the reforms. I think that's going to help if and when we get any sort of immigration events. Sorry, just kind of still figuring out the mouse here. It's a little sensitive. So we'll see what happens there. I got no newspaper to read. So I'm going to go ahead and crank this speed up and see what happens. Watch as they just ravage the countryside. Let's see, what am I outputting these days? Got some ammunition going out and some fertilizer. That makes sense. You know, I didn't think to look when I fired this technology back up. I was concerned when I switched over to medicine that I might have lost what little progress I had made. Now, like, the game had only been running for maybe a couple of in-game months, I think. No, about 6. So I don't know if I did lose. I don't know if I lost all that much. When I was watching the video back later, I watched the point where I switched back when I picked up market structures again. And no, wait, it wasn't market. Was it market structure? Yeah, market structure. That's the one that gives me the mining and farming. Yeah, I watched in the video when I clicked on that, and I don't think there was any extra space up here in the little bar, so I think I did lose my progress. Which is sad, but, you know, like I say, you win some and you learn some. We have definitely learned a little bit. So we're just kind of kicking back and seeing what's going on. I still don't think I can make any armies at the moment. Build army, because I don't have, like, my soldier population is 0 possibly. Yeah, we've got a really small soldier population, and thanks to my budget being forced low so that I can, I guess, pay off debts. I mean, but this number is still going down, so I don't know. Can I repay a loan? Is there anything I can? I'd like to get rid of some of these loans. Some of them are pretty small. New upper house. Okay. Don't have enough to pass any reforms just yet. Of course, we've got this massive loan to private investors. I mean, I don't have a whole lot to begin with, so, I mean, it's just gonna... I've actually given out some loans. What do you know? Is there like a slowly pay loans back slider or anything? That'd be kind of nice. I guess not. Yeah, population isn't really doing much for us. Finished market structure. Let's see if that goes up now. It's starting. That's maybe. Chemotherapy, army attrition. Okay. Still not doing much. Okay. They are about to siege down. I'm going to slow down a little bit while I look at some more technologies. Business regulation, again, with some mining and farming output. Factory output efficiency tech. I want stuff that's going to help my RGOs. Is that the word I'm looking for? RGO? Resource gathering operation, I think, is what it stands for, maybe. Right. Technology. Monetary. Admin efficiency is nice, I'm sure. Factory input efficiency tech. I don't know what any of this does. So I'm just going to go with... Let's look at industry. What does railroad do for me? Like I can build it. Ooh, clean coal. I think that might help, right? Coal production, sulfur production. Yeah, we're going to go with clean coal. Oh, wow. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of inventions in the mechanical production. Practical steam engine, mining and farming. Ooh, that's a 15%. Do my cattle farms count as farms for this? Surely. Surely they count as farms. Right? That's a note to note. A note to note. Is cattle farming affected by farming percentage? All right, we got some homework. We'll go ahead. Yeah, let's take a chance. Why not? Start the research. Trying to get my farming output high enough that maybe I can start making some money. A little bit more than the 0.6 pence that I'm making right now. Oh, speed back up. And let's see what happens. Still, I don't see the little decision thing, so I got nothing there. According to the New York News, Bremian-Prussian relations. That's nice. Yep, what do we got here? Our scientists have discovered poly-poly structure. Factory input efficiency tech. I don't know if it's related, but I see this number is now 0.7. Oh, nope, there it goes back down to 0.6. 0.7 again. So maybe factory input efficiency tech. I doubt it. What I want to know is if sieging this stuff down is going to affect my budget here. That's going to hurt things. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out, won't we? Oh, they're coming after Austin. Not wasting any time. Let's see if the U.S. is going to... What are they doing? Oof, looks like they're having fun up here in Canada. Taking some British territories. But the problem is, I don't think the USA is going to be able to get any forces over to UK to take down their capital. Elections have started. Okay. So, yeah, I don't think the US is going to be in any sort of a position to get a war score that's going to, wow, 27% now. Is that minus 10 for us, I'm assuming? Yeah, so this is... Like, the bar is filling up towards this side, so I think we're not doing well. I do not think we are doing so hot. Multitude of financial instruments. Oops. Oh, it automatically pauses for me. Okay, well, that's kind of cool. The election debates in Texas have been going on for a few days now, and the issue that seems to be becoming the determining one for the outcome of the elections is, perhaps unsurprisingly, the economy. Several theories are being advanced, but the voters want a clear statement on government policy. How will the government make sure that every Texan citizen has a chicken in his pot during the coming term in office? Decisive arguments for laissez-faire. the percentage of people that support. I think this is where I get to like kind of steer my population a little bit. So if I want planned economy, I need to click on this, and all pops in Texas will become 10% more in favor of planned economy. The folks that support Laissez Faire get a little angry. And if I'm reading this right, ain't nobody supporting Laissez Faire right now. In fact, a lot of people want planned economy. Now, right now, in terms of game mechanics, I don't really know what the difference is between all of these three. I just know that I don't want laissez-faire because I don't want to have zero control over what factories I build. So I'm just going to go for planned economy, and we'll see what happens. Multitude of financial instruments, tax efficiency. So that's nice. Maybe this number will start to go up again a little bit. I wonder how much of our population is in. Okay, yeah, this is I think. Yeah, see, Dallas has not been sieged down, and they're selling their cattle. I guess that's my production, and that's what I'm selling it for, right? Ooh, wow, sulfur's doing good. .153 is selling for 0.353, whereas 0.126 of sulfur is selling for 0.98. So the sulfur is definitely a much better moneymaker. I should have gone with the thing that increased my sulfur output. Live and learn, live and learn. Sulfur is my moneymaker right now. That's fine. Province growth this month, +1. Zero migration. Oh yeah, okay. So there's my population size, 4.93. Really? Dallas is 841? That's hilarious. 1.6, 3.6, and 3.1. So yeah. Houston, these are my big populated areas. I didn't realize Dallas was so slow or so small. That's hilarious. So yeah, most of them are farmers. Yeah, I got nothing to do. Oh, I can unpause it while they're sieging me down. So Austin is beginning to be occupied. Okay. USA has discredited Spain. That's nice. Discredited the United Kingdom. That's nice. Discredited Spain. So yeah, while I got nothing to do, while they're wow, boy, those British are just running amok. I mean, they can have Florida. Let's see. So yeah, while I got nothing to do, I'm just going to kind of explore the UI. Oh, let's see. State capitalism debated in Texas. Production quota is too high. We will never be able to reach the demand. The other farmers stand behind him waiting. Their weathered faces show the same concern and determination as their speaker. Let's see. All pops in Texas become 30% more in favor of interventionism. 25% more. 15% more. But the population that wants state capitalism gains militancy. See, the text here doesn't make any sense to me. Alright, maybe it does this time around. I don't know. I'm just going to go with you are right and just give them 5%. I'm going to have to look up the different, put that down on the list of notes. But yeah, for now, I think this is where we're going to call it for today. I hope y'all enjoyed that as much as I did. We are not entirely... I'll go ahead and pause that. We haven't been completely steamrolled quite yet by the Ottomans, although I predict that will happen really soon. For now, we're going to go ahead and call it. If you did like this episode, be sure to do all that YouTube stuff if you haven't already. And always remember, sometimes you win and sometimes you learn. I hope we all learned something today, and I will see you next time.